Hey guys, welcome back for another episode of the Ghetto Rig Podcast. For those who don't know, my name is Eddy. To my left, we have my co-host Jay, and behind the cameras, controlling everything. What's going on? What you got going on, Miggy?
None of the other cameras right now are.
Well, that one's not connected. The main cam. I can see that right now.
And then
That cable's hanging right there.
I fucked up, guys.
What's going on there?
Picture profile.
There
There you go.
Yeah, and then the cable in that
I'll
one.
connect this one while you talk.
Yeah.
There's still
So-
volume though, so
We got everything getting set up here. We had all the cameras out of the studio this weekend, so good to go. Yep. So, episode 269 of the Ghetto Rig Podcast. We're back for another one after Thanksgiving. We skipped out on Thursday last week, but we're back doing our thing. So this weekend, everyone had a nice long weekend. I mean, I think Jay maybe went to work on Friday, but I know me and Miguel had a nice long weekend. We got to chill out since Wednesday, basically.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Yeah, it was
Haven't had
nice.
one of those in a while.
Yeah, it didn't feel that long though. It felt like it went by pretty quick for
very
me.
quickly. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Can we talk about this game you were playing yesterday?
Arc Raiders? Yeah, Miguel plays too.
Yeah, and I think it, from what I was watching, looked pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a lot of
So
fun.
Miggy, what the hell happened to you there? I heard that something happened 2 days ago.
In regards to
The
What?
game that you had to do a free loadout, basically like
Dude,
take
you
the
get
guns
killed
they
all
give you.
time. You get killed all the fucking time. It fucking sucks. You get to restart. Not restart, but at least your ego gets restarted, and then you go back in there and try and get your loot again by, helplessly.
But you lost everything basically. How much shit did you carry with you that you lost everything?
Just like upgraded guns. Like it sucks because you take some time to upgrade those guns, and then somebody just fucks you up, and you got to restart all over again.
The
It's
funny-
kind of what happened to him because he looted some nice gun and then he got shot at the fucking end.
Yeah, I was just telling Miguel I was a little pressed about that still. But it happens. I mean, that's
We're back to normal, guys.
that game is games like that are known for what happens is called gear fear, where like you get stuff and you're so hype about it and then you're scared to lose it. Like a lot of people will get things in their stash and never use them because they have a fear of losing them. But then it's like if you're not gonna use what's the point of having it there, kind of thing.
Because either way, you're not using it.
It's
Whether
like
you
you
lose it
either,
or use
you
it.
either use it to gain more shit or just lose it.
Exactly. I mean, it gets to a point where it's kind of like that. I mean, at the beginning, you do kind of want to build up your stash and get like a good amount of stuff. Like, to be honest, I only recently, the last like few times I've played, I've had to like actually craft and buy stuff. I used to just have everything I needed in my stash, whether it was like the augments, the shields, guns, ammo, everything. And the game, even when you max your stash size out, it's still not it's not that big. In my
Well, let me
opinion.
ask you this: are you able? So let's say as your game progresses, you're able to get more like gear, right? Is the part of the gear having like bulletproof vests and things like that?
So the game is pretty simple in that aspect of like types of gear. There's not really that many guns. The guns just have like levels to them in the sense where you can level it up by using certain crafting
No,
components.
I'm talking about more like protection, like body
No, there's
protection.
just 3 levels of protection:
Light,
That's
medium,
it.
and heavy.
light, medium, and heavy shields. There's not really like a big like scale to it like in games like Tarkov. It's insane.
Yeah. So you don't have that. So either way, you're in a chance of losing something very quickly.
At all times.
Yeah.
Yeah, at all times. It's not.
You can gamble too. There's like light shields, but that allows you to wear bigger backpacks so that you can carry more.
Mm-hmm.
Or you take the bigger shield but carry less.
Yeah. So like there's what's called augments in the game, which are kind of like, think of it as like a perk set. You know how you have like perks in Call of Duty, like make you run faster, this kind of thing. Think of it like that, like different sets of perks that you can get, and some are higher level than others. The looting ones usually, even like the higher level looting ones, they only let you to put on like a medium shield. Versus some of even like the lower level like combat or tactical ones will allow you to put a heavy shield. And then that just sacrifices certain things like inventory space, weight, how much weight you can carry, because weight is a thing also in the game. Heavier shields will slow down your stamina, like you won't move as fast and stuff like that. And then there's also like the skill point thing, like there's a whole skill
there's
tree.
no way that you can protect your body pretty well, even though if you're getting shot at. Everyone is kind of
Well, the time to kill in the game is slow, It's very slow in
It
comparison.
feels quick as fuck when you're getting beamed.
Yeah, when you're fighting, of course, because it's just like fast paced. But in reality, the TTK is very slow in comparison to a lot of other games.
Their guns don't have that many bullets.
It depends
on which one.
It depends on which gun you have, and then like there's all the guns have like give and take. Like okay, a gun that can shoot fast and is accurate has really low damage. You know, guns that can shoot a little slower but then have good damage are also like can be a little less accurate. Like there's all give and take with certain guns. Like some of the lower level guns are some of the best guns in the game, which is surprisingly, but I don't understand that. I mean, I really don't. The fact that like I think I was running like an anvil, which is like a very low level gun in reality, but it's so good. It's the one I told you can just 3-shot people, even 2-shot depending on what shield they're wearing and how much health. It's too good. It needs to be nerfed.
The guys that
it really does.
Coming over here had that shit, and he was beaming.
I mean, me and Miguel had a really good run the other day where we were in this really small like lab style map where it's like almost like think of it as like the size. It's kind of big, but it's not really. It's just very condensed. Like it's all inside. There's no outdoors.
Floors.
A lot of floors. That's what makes it big is the multiple floors.
It's like buildings in Europe.
Anyways, we ran into probably 5 squads, I think, in one area. We didn't move from a single corridor. And when we'd fight one, like the map is so condensed, like you just fight one person, and then people will hear that and try and take advantage by third partying. I was very surprised that we killed all 5 of those squads and we were able to extract. Especially because finding the points to get out on that map are difficult. But with the game needs to be balanced a little bit with the guns, if you ask me. Especially, and also the shields.
Well, I mean, does the game really need to be balanced when everybody has the choice of having those same guns?
No, that's not how that kind of game works. You should be rewarded heavily for grinding more than other people. That's just, that's how that works. I mean,
yes, but
why reward
there's that
more?
aspect of the game that if you're just a scumbag and you're just a rat, you can still get everything.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I mean, I'm not saying the anvil needs to be nerfed too much, nor does like the kettle. I don't think needs any nerfing because that's just slow enough.
You can even nerf that gun because let's say you do nerf it and make it a 4-shot, then it's no longer viable and nobody's gonna use it. So they're just gonna use the next meta weapon. It's pretty good for what it is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying because the other person can still pick up that same gun and now the forces are even.
Yeah, but
you gotta really pick your fights in this game for sure.
100%.
If somebody's shooting you with a renegade, you can't go up to them like and
pushing that is asking for death. Or same thing when someone's got an anvil. I mean, in long range, you're trying to push that.
Even then, medium range, that thing will fucking buck you.
Yeah, medium long range, those guns are probably the best. Even and anvil's good up close, as long as you know how to move.
I can't wait.
The one thing I see from I saw a test that a guy used the kettle, which is one of like the most used lower level guns, and it's very good. But it was only a 1-shot difference between medium, heavy, and light shields. Meaning he only had to shoot them one more time to break a medium, and then one more time to break a heavy. Which I don't think that should be like that. Medium shields aren't that hard to come by.
1 shot is such a big difference, though.
It can be, but not with a TTK as slow as that game is. You know what I mean? Like there needs to be some more separation, I believe. Especially when like something like a heavy shield. You're telling me 2 more shots compared to a light shield and a heavy? That's not
those 2 more shots though. They feel so hard to get.
But the game is you're supposed to loot, right? Like the whole idea of the game is looting. That's the whole point of it, right?
About it
so
way.
I think
it depends on how you play it.
No, I get it, but like the whole idea is like you acquiring things to do other things.
Yeah,
right?
but looting also involves PvP because you loot those people's shit.
Well, yeah, that's true. Yeah, so that you're coming up from the point is like
understanding that when you start trying to put some trust in people and they fuck you up.
Yeah, no. What I'm trying to say is, if the point of the game is looting, right,
Mm-hmm.
then it's designed properly. Because why would they make you stronger with your shields and shit like that? Where the whole idea is to loot. So how else are you gonna make the game fun to loot if you cannot loot as often?
What I'm trying to say is, if I have grinded all my stuff to be able to craft heavy shields constantly, right? Which isn't very viable because you need power rods or whatever. But you have to. Well, if you have your refiner leveled up, never mind. Whatever. Let's say I can craft the best shield in the game. There's only 3. There's only 3 of them. I believe those 3 need to be separated a little bit more.
Nah,
in strength.
It almost makes
because
you.
it doesn't make sense. It almost doesn't make sense to ever run a heavy shield. It really doesn't.
No, that's what I was gonna say. It doesn't make sense.
Why have something in the game
You
if it doesn't
just have
make
to
sense?
be more strategic
But the
about it.
heavy
That's
No,
all.
no,
shields
no,
also
no, no.
have
That's not how that
perks.
works.
That's another thing that the heavy shields have. They have a perk compared to the blue shields, the medium shields.
What perk is that?
Like survivor, looting.
Well, you have to. That's the augment. That's not
Yeah.
the shield.
That doesn't come with it.
No, that's the augment. The augment gives you all that stuff. The shield just does the shield.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So why would you run a heavy shield
Yeah, I'm thinking of the wrong thing.
instead of running a medium or a light, and then be a little more strategic about how you're approaching things?
That's
Like
what
if
I'm
you-
saying.
If you're going in a team, right? Let's say you're going in a team. People are watching your back. Like you have
Why-
to really play this as a team.
You do. Why have something in the game if it doesn't make sense to use it?
Well, I'm sure, just like you said, if it's a tactical mission where you're doing a lot of shooting, then it does make sense to run that.
It
specific
doesn't
shield.
though. It weighs you down more, and you're risking more loot for no reason.
Yeah, but then in that case,
Not
you're
no
not
reason,
looting.
but very little reason.
Yeah, but you're in that case, the tactical one, you're not looting. You're doing something completely different.
When you're running a heavy shield, you're there for smoke.
That's what I'm saying.
You're
You're
there
going
to
in
try
there-
and kill somebody that has better loot than you.
Yes.
And try and get as much loot from them as you can without having to.
From my aspect, I like to look at it as minimal risk, maximum reward in a game like this, right? And risk also involves what you have on you.
Yeah, well, that's the
Right.
whole thing. Why would they make a game that has minimal risk, maximum reward?
No, that's like the way I look at playing the game. If I'm gonna try and go and just kill people, just to kill people, right? Just to PvP. It doesn't make
but it's
sense
still
for me to
game
go
is
in
not
every
designed
time.
as that.
It
Like,
is. It's a
you can make your own
PvE
little side
game.
mission.
It is designed. A lot of people play it just to go fight people. They don't care to do
Yeah,
anything
but
else.
that's not what that's what people
Once
do.
the
But the
clock-
game is not designed for it.
The game is not designed to be played one way.
Once the clock hits midnight, people turn into psychopaths in that game. All right,
At night.
shoot on sight.
Well, it's because none of the fucking casuals are playing anymore. That game has changed though already, which is weird. It's been like 2 months that's been out. Not even. Been less than 2 months. I
Yeah, well,
think.
the people are gonna make the game what it is, like what they want to do with it, right? But the bottom line, I think the game, to me, from what it sounds, if it's a looting game, if you're going out there acquiring
It's not
shit,
a looting game. That's not just what it is though. It's a PvP VE looter shooter, meaning PvP is a thing. You're gonna fight other players.
Mhm.
Like that's one of the things they encourage you to do. Part of your daily task is usually like do damage to a player with a certain kind of ammo.
yeah,
The game encourages you to fight people,
yeah.
right? So it's not just a looting game.
Well,
That's
then
what I'm trying to say.
that's my point. Then you have to be strategic about it. Then you have to really put the team together. You need to have your shooters,
No, that's not
somebody
how it
that
works.
flushes people out.
Yeah, you can't play it like that. It's
Well,
not.
whatever the strategy is, right? Like I'm just throwing out examples. Whatever the strategy is, like whatever your group is, everybody has to have a specific role assigned to them. And if you have a specific role assigned to them, then it should work.
That works in tactical shooters, games like CS:GO, Valorant. You know, you're in the same map over and over. You know the corridors like the back of your hand. These are large maps, unpredictable scenarios. Nobody has a certain kind of skill set in the game that you can really cater towards.
And in those type of games, you don't lose loot.
Exactly.
No, what I'm
Yeah.
saying, okay, so
So
let's
it's
say
not,
You
I'm
spawn
not.
again and-
I'm not being the one up front. Like you're not telling me I'm gonna be up front every single time
I
and
don't
risk
care
my
about being
fucking
the
loot.
one up front.
no, but that's what I'm saying. In that case, you go in knowing that that's your job. So you're not bringing a bunch of heavy artillery and shit like that, right? What you
Bring a
bring in,
bait.
yeah, what you bring in with you is, okay, if you're the best shooter on a team, then you should be doing all the shooting while the other people are flushing them out.
What do you mean flushing them out?
Like flushing them out, meaning like whether they're going around in a circle while you're like keeping them down in that one position, or they're going around in a circle to finish the job.
This game is very focused on you staying together with your team
Yeah.
to win fights. You
you
can't
have,
be separate.
You have that one person shooting at them. That person's gonna get beamed down immediately. While you're circling around, he's already knocked out. You can't revive anymore.
Yep.
Now there's 3v2.
Everybody stays together. Like in the sense when gunfights are happening, it's all within all 6 people in a trio are within a 50-meter circumference. Like it's
Well, there's
close
bro,
gunfight.
you're
But
telling me
yes,
there's impossible. There's
You
got to be
can't.
strategy
No,
to
it's
this.
not impossible. You still try to implement these strategies, right? You still try and flank. If somebody's shooting at your teammate and you have a clear flank and obviously they don't know where you're at, yeah, you're going to try and go and kill them from behind. But if your teammate gets popped, it's kind of useless.
And a flank always has to, and it's always random scenario. A flank isn't gonna work every single time. Someone's on top of a different floor.
You might get hit once and you might not want to go back in there.
I'm not flanking anymore. I'm coming back.
Cancel. Abort.
I mean, that does work, and it's also something that has to be extremely coordinated in that moment, though. Of like, I'm about to pull around the corner. You should pull around that corner, and we hit them from both sides.
If you have comms.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. They wouldn't just design the game like dumbly. You know what I mean?
It's not dumbly. It's still arcadey, though. It's not a tactical shooter. It's playing in third person.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think the game was pretty cool. I was watching the game while you were playing it. I think it was pretty cool. The sucky part was like, well, shit. Now we gotta go back and do it again, which makes the game actually. It's kind of like a multiplayer, but with tasks, which is kind of cool because it gives you like a storyline. It gives you a storyline, and at the same time you're doing a multiplayer, which they've combined. They merged two in together.
Most games are like that. That are games that are not so arcadey, like even like for example like Battlefield and COD. They're not like that in the sense of like giving you like a quest line with the multiplayer, but a lot of other games do that now. I mean, RPGs and MOABs have been doing that for forever. Games like Diablo and shit, those have always had a storyline that you follow as your own, and you do PvP as well.
Diablo doesn't have PvP.
What do you mean? The new one did.
The new one?
Pretty sure it did.
Play it. I played Diablo 3. I played Diablo 4 a little bit.
I thought it did. I played it, yeah. Yeah.
3 have PvP?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Didn't
Well, that's like a battle arenas thing, so which is like team based, this and that. Like you actually have to like go in and battle people. I think in Diablo 4, if you were playing like on the online server, you could technically like run into random people. I think, but it was like in certain areas on the map that you'd run in.
Zones to it.
Yeah, there you go. What is it called? What are the zones called? They're called something. Fields of Hatred. Yeah. So like if you were in one of those zones and you were like saying you were playing with your friend, whatever, and you're on the server. You could come across other people and they could try and fight you.
PvP in that type of game doesn't feel so satisfying though. I just don't.
No, it's not. It's not as satisfying for sure. Like games like Arc Raiders make it way more encouraged, really. Like yes, you get like your XP and little things that they drop in Diablo, but it's not like you get their whole fucking kit.
Yeah. And Diablo also has this thing for me that I don't like. It's the damage numbers are too big.
I think you can adjust that.
Like,
this shit's dirty.
But like, it's kind of hard to keep track of your stats when, at first you're looking at this weapon does 10 to 25 damage. This one does 30 to 48 damage.
Well,
and then you start getting into this one does 1.1k damage. This one does 2.1 mil damage. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
How do we get here?
I think it's because there's so many weapons in a game like that, and so many different like. You know, you can play as different
difficulties and scalings. It's part of the attraction, but it deters me from playing it.
That's what I do like about Arc Raiders is it's such a simple game if you really like break it down in the sense of like yes, they implemented multiple different aspects in the game, but none of them are complicated. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? Like you have your traders, you have your workshop, you have all these things that you can level up, your own skill tree, but none of them are so complicated where it's like, well, I gotta learn a whole novel worth of shit just because I want to do this specific thing, you know. And then even like the guns, ammo, and they implemented something like the augments, right, which is like your perk set. Like I said, they didn't make that complicated at all. It's very like it's like one or two things that this thing allows you to do, and then it changes some of your attributes for looting and weight carrying, which is very basic to like follow. I like it. I do want to start getting more into the PvE because that's where all the loot. That's where all the loot is.
Start smacking and getting the gooters.
Yeah, but this is the thing, Miggy. Right? So, I've done plenty of PvP. Trust me. And the loot that you get from killing one of like those leapers or the matriarch or a rocketeer or something like that.
You're doing things wrong. You're supposed to kill the people killing those things, and then you loot those things too.
Most raids that you go into, people are avoiding those things.
Oh no, not in the recent 2 that I just played,
Yeah,
people
I mean,
are shooting at those things.
but
They're
not
shooting at
often.
Rocketeers
Not
and
every
spiders.
not every raid do you have people that are actually successfully killing those things. Most people, when they try and fight them,
I think
they die.
the game's getting old. Not old, but it's gained some time now since
It's
released,
settling.
that people are getting loot to be able to kill those things, and you're seeing it.
Yeah, I got a lot of that shit. I might as well use it.
Exactly.
So I want to go kill some of those like
I
bigger.
just got a whole cracker from my last raid.
I want to do I think it's a Bastion or Bombardier, the one that's inside of Stellamontis. That's always in the assembly
Bastion?
line. I think it's a Bastion or a Bombardier, one of those two.
A spider. No,
It's not really a spider. It's like a big ass fucking crab. Yeah, bro. Have you seen like the size of
But
the
those things
different?
aren't that hard to kill.
Yeah, they're not. They're one of the
Put a
easier
dead
ones.
mine on top and that's it.
But have you seen how big? Look up. Just look up Arc Raiders boss scaling, like boss sizes, and you're gonna see a little demonstration. Look at that picture, that exact picture I'm talking about. Yep. So that one all the way to the left on the bottom corner, that little thing you see there is a raider. That tiny little black spot. Then you have the queen, which is like one of the biggest ones I've seen. I haven't seen anything bigger than that, and it's fucking huge. And then you have the baron, the king, and the emperor. How the fuck are we supposed to kill those things?
Spaceships.
Which one?
No, they don't. People have done. I mean, the way that it's working, from what I've seen, is like people are going into those lobbies and they're purposely like gathering a lot of people and getting like 20 dudes to all try and kill it.
You're talking about the really, really, really big like matriarch shits.
Yeah, but so this is the thing, right? I don't think I've seen.
The one they drop queen reactors. No?
Yeah, but you see the size of the queen.
Yeah.
All the way on the left. Yeah. That's our view spoiler. Yeah, that's our size compare. What's the picture under it? Is that like the other smaller stuff? No, that's just notes.
Well, wait a minute. So you gotta kill these things?
That's part of like the game. Yeah.
We all should go and do that. That would be fun.
That's what I'm saying. Because you get really good loot.
I do it with Lush because Lush he's already like really progressed into the game. And he doesn't mind losing 250,000 worth of gear. It's like, okay, dude, let's go. Fuck it. That's third party.
I mean, as long as you know how to kill it, it doesn't really matter who you go with.
Whole crackers and a couple wolf packs. You gotta shoot the legs.
Yeah, the hinges.
Yeah, and then they'll open up armor plates.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think like, okay, the king I can see how people take down. I think I've seen people videos of it already, but the emperor, Jesus Christ. I don't know how we're gonna kill that fucking thing.
Well, clearly with 3 people you ain't killing shit.
It's a lot of whole crackers and it takes quad.
The queen you can if you have enough whole cracker rounds.
But that emperor thing, I don't think we've seen it actually.
I think I either saw the king or the emperor. I can't tell because in game it was so far. But we were on top of this mountain and we saw this thing that covered the whole fucking horizon crawling across the side of the map, and might have been the emperor, but I think it actually was the king, which it was insanely big, like insane. We were on the top of this mountain on the edge of the map.
Go back where you were before. There's the Eiffel Tower right there for fucking.
That was a different thing.
The only thing that you've encountered in the game so far is the queen.
Well, I think I've seen. I know for sure. I've definitely seen a king or an emperor. It was way bigger than a queen. I know how big a queen is. But the thing I saw crawling across the side of the fucking map was insanely huge.
Well, didn't you in a game when you were running through that field, you see like a broken down one on a field like with gigantic
I don't know
legs?
what kind of bots those are. You know what I'm talking. You know what he's talking about, Miggy, and damn Battlegrounds, the rusted ones.
Those are barren husks.
Yeah.
So it's like this one.
Yeah. Oh, then what I saw was definitely an emperor crawling across the side of the fucking map. I don't remember what map it was.
Yeah, I fought that thing before, dude. That big freaking boss. It's huge. It's humongous. And it steps on you.
Yeah, they all do. They all try and step on you.
That's all they try to do is step on
No.
Do they shoot?
Yeah, they shoot. They got rockets. I think the queen has the ones that she has like these small ones that fly around and they track you, and she shoots missiles and hits you. Like she can be fucking far as hell. As long as those things can see you and you're out in the open, they like track you and she shoots missiles at you. And then they also call in like all of the smaller bots. So while you're fighting them, you're also fighting a bunch of like the smaller ones.
It's worth noting that although we have not been able to interact with it, and certain Smash players have been able to ping the Emperor.
Yeah, I think I saw the Emperor.
So it's not out. Like, you can't fight it.
Yeah, it's on the edge of the map. It didn't look like you could get to it. Like, I don't mean edge of the map. I mean like outside on the horizon.
Kind of like how Apex does those dinosaur things on the outside.
Yeah, kind of like that. But man, this thing was fucking huge.
Well, go back where you had the Eiffel Tower up.
I think that was
right there. See, there's a comparison. So you can just take that and see, was it like the size of a fucking Eiffel Tower? What you saw?
Probably, yeah. It was definitely not the king. It was definitely not the king. It was fucking huge. I'm telling you, it was like half the size of the goddamn horizon. It's huge.
That's the one I fought.
Let me see.
No, I think the one I fought was bigger than that.
Which one you fought? That
the
one?
one I
on the
saw.
screen?
The one I saw. I mean, I don't think that was the Emperor. It looked bigger than that.
Let's take this one.
What is that?
I don't know.
Queen.
It doesn't say. That's the queen?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's a tiny one in comparison.
Get back there. Takes me back to that same Reddit.
Yeah, that's either a queen or a king.
I just learned that they look very similar, but there's two different types. I didn't know that. Because, once again, I'm not there yet. I'm not trying to fuck these things up.
I think we could definitely kill a queen.
With enough ammo.
With enough ammo, you really kill anything.
With enough ammo and enough meds. Have you been fucked up by those little spiders yet?
Yeah. I also made the mistake of shooting one while it was on top of Calvin, and it blew up and did a bunch of damage to it. I felt bad.
I didn't know that could happen.
Yeah, if they jump on someone, don't shoot them. Just let the person like fight them off, because you'll do more damage shooting it and it blowing up on them than you just letting them fight it.
That shit on purpose.
Yeah, if somebody's pissing you off, you might as well. You stole my loot, bitch.
All right, let's talk Sony.
Yeah, so look up, go to Sony's. You can find it on Sony's website, the A75. It's already for sale too, for pre-order. Like the day they announced it is the day they put it up. It's right under $3,000 at $2,900. Put Sony.com next to that so you get the actual thing. If not, you're gonna get all the listings for it. Yeah. And right there, the first one. This is 3100 because it comes with their new kit lens, the new 28-70 that they came out with. So scroll down. It's funny because a lot of the one of the features that I'm really happy that they did isn't in the specifications
So like
list.
a 1650.
I can give you the runaround on the basic specs, so you can kind of take a look as well. But 33 megapixel partially stacked sensor, which allows them to do like higher frame rate for pictures, like higher FPS. This thing can shoot 30 FPS, which is basically getting into like the A1 and A1 range of like how fast it can shoot. 33 megapixel sensor, longer battery life.
Item, excellent image quality.
Yeah, I saw that, and I was like, you guys did not need to put that in there.
Deep learning based light source estimation.
It's got one thing I want to
to
see how good it is its stabilization. It's like it uses like a 7 stops of stabilization, 7.5 I guess. It uses AI to help like with the IBIS. So I'm wondering how that's gonna look. People have posted pictures or videos
lightweight raw format
of them walking, holding the camera, and it's not gimbal level, but it's way better than any other handheld walking footage I've seen. Even better than like an A1 from what I've seen, like the sample footage. One of the features I'm happy about, 4K 120 10-bit. So that's now something that you've only seen in like the cinema level stuff, like the A7S3, FX3, and the FX6. What is that? I don't know. New lightweight raw form. I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
It's compressed, basically. Compressed raw file format that reduces file size while maintaining significant editing flexibility.
Okay. So why would you shoot raw if it's going to be compressed anyways? Is that going to be more
Makes it ideal for a situation where storage is a concern, but quality is still paramount. If quality is paramount, then you're not going to be shooting in compressed.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't never shoot in compressed. 4K 120, 10-bit, which was something, like I said, only cinema cameras had. And then it has a raised dual native ISO from the previous A7 IV to now 8,000. So getting close to the range of a A7S and an FX3 and an FX6. Now it is quite pricey for their base level camera, like their base level A7 camera, but it does have a lot of the features of like the higher end stuff that you would pay double the price to really get in the other stuff. A lot of people are calling it a baby A7R5, or no, sorry, it's a baby A12, which is like their flagship camera that has like 8K and all this stuff. The only thing there's a drawback to the 4K 120, because if you shoot 4K 120, you are going to get a 1.5 crop. You're basically going to be shooting on like a crop sensor camera, because it puts it into the super 35 mode.
So I don't understand now. Can you explain to the commoners like myself, what's so cool about this camera? Like,
so the coolest things about this camera, high megapixel sensor, not super high, but getting higher than the previous models. So you're gonna have more ability to crop.
Okay, no, that's fine. What's the percentage? What would you say? How many percent it has improved on the cameras before?
Probably 15-20%.
So then it's not worth it.
I'd say
the price tag.
I'd say closer to 25 to 30, depending on your usage.
Okay, that's fine. 25 to 30, and you're paying what, extra $1,000?
But the older one is like 4 years old at this point.
That's fine, but you're paying extra $1,000. In 4 years, they were able to only improve about 20 to 25%, depending on your use.
Well, because this is their base camera, like their base A7 camera. You're not getting a cheaper, like a lower end A7 camera than like this line specifically.
So if you're gonna invest,
it's a hybrid line. It's not necessarily supposed to be super good in one thing. It's supposed to be decent at all.
So why don't you pay the $3,000 and buy an older model of their not base camera, which probably gonna do the same exact thing, even better?
Because of those two features I just listed. The older version can't do 4K 120, meaning you can't.
Older version of the same one, right?
Of the same one, of the same line.
Not talking about the same one. Talking instead of you paying $3,100 for this camera, you pay $3,100 for the next step up, or the step up but older version.
You're paying more closer to 4,000
for an older version.
For an older version of something that's like a camera.
What's
specific.
The next step up? Next step up on this.
This is the thing. There is no. This is like their best hybrid camera. It's their hybrid camera. It's their lower end.
If you are not getting that, what would be the other one?
This is the thing. You have to understand the different use cases for all these cameras. This is a hybrid shooter. It's also like their.
So they don't have any other hybrid shooters.
No. This is their hybrid. I mean, they have the A7C, which is like the compact version. But yeah, this is their hybrid shooter.
Okay, so if you're not getting a hybrid shooter, then you're going very specialized. You're getting either photo or video. Okay, so then you just go and depending on what you're doing more of, then you get that, right? So that means that your hybrid shooter right now is good enough, right?
No, mine isn't. Miguel's not a hybrid shooter. He has a video camera. He has a photo camera. I am sometimes, because sometimes I'll use Miguel's video camera or my boss's video camera, but my camera is like my setup is a single camera setup. I shoot as a hybrid shooter. So for me,
if you order, I just noticed, sorry to cut you off, but the delivery date is March 19th to the 20th.
Yeah, pre-order with all everything.
Pre-order.
Yeah, it's a pre-order.
Well then, so this doesn't make sense to me, and I'll tell you why it doesn't make sense to me.
Why doesn't it make sense to you?
So if you're gonna get this camera, right? Because let's say you got a camera. When did you get your camera last? A year ago?
A year ago.
Yeah. So let's say you go and buy this after a year. After a year, when they release something new, are you getting that too?
No.
They don't release every year.
No, they don't release every year. They release about 4 years. My camera's getting close to 10 years old. My camera was the base minimum camera to get with my job. Meaning it can do a good enough job at everything to do work like on most cases.
The only thing that you can hope for, and very rarely will people do this, is you can wait for a different brand to drop something that's better, and then you can get the step up there. But
yeah, I wouldn't go to Canon. I wouldn't go to Nikon.
Then you have to buy those
lenses and all that shit. It'll make no sense. Yeah.
Lenses, batteries, everything.
Because I'm thinking, okay, so let's say you bought this one now, right? When is your next update? In 10 years? Then it's worth it.
Depends. sense. Is the camera gonna break, or are you doing crazy shoots?
Does the camera doesn't break?
This is a good question. Do you care about your camera's shutter count?
If it's working, it's working. What do I give a fuck? How many pictures?
You don't
I
get
take?
a little little anxious that maybe not you because you just got your camera, but me with the A6100, where I've just shot and bursted, and I've shot pictures that I'm probably never even gonna look at. Like,
fuck it, you used it.
Yeah, I get it. That's part of the answer.
Yeah, it's got a what is it called?
Shutter count. A certain amount.
There's a certain
guarantee.
Yeah, it's a guaranteed. I think
500,000.
500,000 or something like that. Yeah, it's
And
not a
then
million, but that's they're telling you that your shutter should last minimum this amount, like this many
what do you do
open and
after
close.
that?
It's still it's not. They're not saying it's gonna break at that point. It's not like it gets to fucking 501,000 or 500,001 and fucking just clang. And yeah, it's not. That's not what happens. They're saying that the motors and all this little
You'll
shit
start
that works.
noticing it, like your shit won't close, and it will like not. Sometimes it just won't even trigger at all.
Yeah, that's when you're fucked.
And then you got to send it into service, and they'll replace that part.
It's never. It's usually never worth
like
it though.
$300, $400.
$300-$400. You send it to Sony, fuck, it's gonna be expensive. I know a guy. Also, don't update your A7S3.
I heard about that.
Yeah, this guy updated his A7S3, which is the same camera we have right there, and he had to send it back. What happened was he
lost all Bluetooth and Wi-Fi connectivity.
Yep, that's what it was. So he updated the camera, and because the new version of these cameras don't come with Bluetooth and Wi-Fi, the new firmware doesn't either. And so when he did that, it disabled all that shit. Which, to give you like general use case on why that is a big thing, somebody who uses like, for example, like I've used my phone as an external monitor to have like a bigger screen, and you can connect your phone wirelessly through Wi-Fi to get to like connect to the phone, or even something like as simple as like transferring the footage. Like, you know how when we were at dinner with your uncle and I transferred it to my phone. That was through connecting to the camera through Wi-Fi. And there wasn't like a way to revert the firmware, so he had to send it to Sony, and they're gonna charge him $1,100
For their own fuck up?
For their own fuck up.
I would fight that.
Only so much you can do against these guys. What are you gonna do? Fucking go get a lawyer?
No, not get a lawyer. And like you call and talk to them, and you say that unless there was something written in there.
I mean,
don't do it.
I'm assuming he called and talked to them, or talked to them through email to be able to communicate the issue he was having.
Call customer support.
For me, I
want a manager.
For me, it's stupid that they don't have a way for you to roll back your firmware.
In order for us to please,
that doesn't make sense to me.
Describe your problem in further detail.
Yeah. So use case in this scenario on why someone like me would want to get this camera from an upgrade from something like an A7 III. You have to realize I've already skipped one generation, right? I didn't get the A7 IV. I have an A7 III, and now an A7 V, right? Low light performance in video, because this has a dual native ISO, which my camera does not. So once I'm basically stuck at filming at 800. Like if I go any higher than that, I'm gonna start getting noise. Yeah, 8,000.
Damn.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I really like.
Telling me I can take crispy fucking pictures then?
No. S-Log video. Yeah.
You had me the first time.
Yeah. With cameras like this,
are you gonna? Well, here's the question. That's fine. All that great.
Yes, I'll use.
Are
it.
you
Yes.
gonna use it, or you
Yes.
like have potential? Maybe I'll use it here and there.
No, there's a reason why my boss constantly will ask me, "Hey, can you take Miguel's camera? Because I'm using mine, and I want you to take an A7S III." That's because low light performance. I can film inside and not worry about shit. I don't fuck. It can be half the lights can be off in the facility. You can film with that camera, right? Another thing is for color. My camera won't record in what's called 8-bit video, which is like the amount of color that's in the video. These cameras can record in what's called 10-bit. It makes color grading and the image look a lot cleaner. Then another thing for me is whenever I want to record in 4K on my camera, I can't do that. I can, but I cannot record 4K slow motion, which I can with this camera.
Okay. I don't know. I'm just saying.
It's also got the badass flippy screen from the A1.
Yeah, the 3000.
You seen that?
3000.
The flip, yeah, it's got the cool flippy screen. The new one, the 5-axis flip screen. Look at this shit, Miggy. It's the one that it doesn't show you there.
No.
Scroll down; it'll show you somewhere. That's one of the new things that they've added. They've only put it on like 3 cameras so far. Damn, really? They're not showing that off? Come on. No, that's just IBIS. I'm showing you IBIS.
Well, how much of an upgrade it is from your own camera?
God,
that's the question.
Mine? A very big upgrade, photo and video wise.
Look, what's the percentage? 50?
Yeah, 50 is that. This camera's probably about 50% better, maybe
So,
40.
50% better, and you're paying double the price?
Well, my camera all cost $2,000 brand new when it came out. Like,
Well, no. How
release.
much you paid for it?
1,200.
Yeah, so you're paying double the price for 50%. Now, I mean,
That's about the maths.
no, not really.
Yeah. So it's that, and then it also has the tilt from you know how my camera has tilt, and then yours has like the flip out screen. It has both, so it has a base that tilts, and then you can also flip it out.
Go down, make it go down.
transformer on that thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's just gonna make the hinges lose its fuck.
That's the only thing I kept thinking about. Yeah.
Go down. Right there.
Oh what?
I was trying to see the.
Scroll up a little
pictures
bit. That one on the left,
right.
you can see it. Yeah, shows all the stuff off there. 4 axis. I thought it was 5. This camera would be a big upgrade for me, both photo and video wise.
Dropping $3,000 on a camera, that's crazy talk to me.
That's a car, dog.
To you, because you don't make money with your camera.
I mean, yes, but at the same time, you were able to make that money, but not having that camera. So you know what I mean? Like, unless you to me, it's like this. Let's say you're running a factory and you want to do something else, but you cannot do that something else unless you buy a piece of equipment. Yeah, is it going to make your life easier to buy this piece of equipment? Yes, it's going to make it a little bit easier. But in the whole scheme of things, you're already making the money, right? With what you got.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
The quality of the product
Huh?
in the factory. But by getting this, you're going to be able to improve the quality of the product and then also be able to charge more for it.
Oh, is your product shit?
No.
Are you charging more right now?
Yes.
Once you get it, will you charge more?
No,
Yes.
not necessarily,
In theory,
but
yes.
in theory.
In theory, yes.
In theory, yeah, but until that theory happens, you don't need it, right? Like, unless the
No,
theory
no.
happened.
You want to explain, or do you want me to explain?
The way I would look at it is pure efficiency, right? With like right now, 2 camera setup can be good, can be bad. There's pros and cons versus 1 camera setup when you have a hybrid system. Right now, for example, especially with how our job is, my boss would text me right now, hey, you got to go to fucking Crystal River, be there at 8 a.m., and you need to take a video camera because you're going to be shooting inside. Okay, well, Miguel's got to shoot tomorrow. I can't take his. Oh, yeah, you can come get mine. You got to come get it in the morning at the office. Fuck, now I got to go to the fucking office in the morning just to go get this stupid fucking camera.
So, you not going in office was $4,000.
No, Jay,
Your
I'm just
time
giving
is
like
worth $4,000.
that's just a very small
You
example.
went one way. Let me go.
That's a very small example of how I would look at it as efficiency. Not only that, but being out and about. Sometimes I'm with Miguel's camera or I'm with my boss's camera, and I want to start fucking with settings because I'm trying to figure something out, but I'm hesitant to actually want to try and do it to the full extent because it's not my camera. I don't want to be touching other people's shit and fucking it up.
Before we move on, let me phrase it a little bit different. We get paid more money in a way because Cam is charging the type of money that he's charging. Obviously, somebody who's an independent contractor, freelance, they're not going to be able to make as much money as someone like Cam because he has the business, he has the experience, and he has the people, he has all the resources. That's why he's able to charge those. Because we get these cameras that are really nice, all those processes are made so much more efficient. I don't have to call up somebody to get a camera. Again, if he tells me you have this type of shoot or this type of shoot or this type of shoot, doesn't matter. I'm ready for it.
Well, here's another question I have for you.
Because there are certain shoots that you can't bring a low-level camera.
Here's another question I have for you. The $3,000 you're going to spend on this camera, can you buy 2 cameras that are $1,500 each? That's going to give you badass video that's better than this, and it's going to give you badass photo better than this.
No. Hell no.
So,
I think they made it that way on purpose.
The specialty cameras are more expensive than the hybrid cameras.
And they perform less?
No, they perform way better, but in their specialty.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So $1,500.
No,
for
$4,000 and $3,200. $4,000 for
a
an
new
FX.
one, a new model, an older model.
Well, the model. There's only one FX3, and there's only one A7S3. So
An older model FX3.
no, there isn't one. The FX3 was there's like that one.
So
camera.
why would they design their hybrid? Why would they? That makes no sense to me. Why would they design their hybrid better? Because in a sense it's better because you're getting a camera that does both.
For the
So
average
so
consumer.
you're spending $3,000 versus $7,000, right? So why would they do that?
For the more average consumer to be able to enjoy both worlds.
Because an FX3 or that A7S3 does video much better than a camera like this. And then on the other hand, something like an A7R, which is their resolution series or photo series, does photography much better than this.
I'm not talking about much better. I'm talking about same level or better, like 10% or 20% better, not much better.
Much better. Oh yeah. There is no 10% better. There's only so many models.
Can you pull up their regular models?
This is their regular model.
No. Individual. Like the ones that like specifically for video and specifically for
which one you want, video or camera or photo first? I can tell you right
both.
So video, you're gonna be looking at an FX3. Is like their highest end compact video camera.
This is their cinema line, and then we have the A7 series line down here.
Yeah.
So this is their video line.
The one I'm talking about is this one right here, the FX3.
What about 6?
FX6.
No,
that's a $10,000 setup.
FX30.
That's a crop sensor camera with limited capabilities.
You skip this one.
Yeah.
You skip that one. Okay, so
that shouldn't even really be a camera.
So FX3 is their lowest tier.
FX3 is their lowest tier for cinema level.
So video.
For video. Or an A7S3, which is like $200 cheaper. Same shit though. Uses the same sensor, just has different things. Like it doesn't have internal cooling. It doesn't have the body that is made to be able to like mount all these different ways.
What is A7 III? What is that? A7 III?
S3?
Yeah.
Is that also their cinema line?
A7S3 is it's their video line while still containing the A7 heritage in the sense of it still has like the viewfinder and that traditional body.
Who cares about that? I'm talking about the video quality.
What do you mean?
Video quality A7 III. How much is that?
An A7 III, that's what I have.
No. This Miggy's one.
S3.
It's the same quality as an FX3 essentially.
Oh, okay, great. How much is it?
$200 cheaper than an FX3. Still $3,800 brand new.
What about 2S?
Shit.
Yeah, you wouldn't get 2S.
Extremely outdated.
But is it better than yours on video?
I'm not sure.
Is it better than this new one?
Probably not even.
Yeah, it'd probably be around the same.
It'd be actually around the same probably.
Yeah.
The reason why is because...
So is that A7 III's better than that new one that they made?
Video wise?
Yes, video wise. And what's the price difference?
800.
Yeah.
800 which way?
800. An A7 V is $800 cheaper than an A7S III.
Okay, so that one is cheaper, which makes no sense to me. Why would they design a camera like that? Because it's stepping on their own fucking business. Because somebody like you could potentially go out there, spend more money because you're doing it in a professional level, right? Now you're going to say, fuck this, I'm just getting that one for cheaper. That makes no sense to me.
Yeah, well, they also understand that there's a lot of hobby shooters.
That's what I'm saying. They have to cater towards the actual consumers. Because you get the specialties, which are for the professionals, but then you have to include something for people, to actually buy.
Like, shit, I wish I had the money to fucking have a 2-camera setup every time. Fuck, I go buy an FX3 right now and an A7R5. Done. Have the best of both worlds. Simple. But
yeah, but you're talking about best of both worlds in a sense.
$8,000, $7,000 setup.
It's the same thing as me going out there and saying, best of both worlds for me would be buying a Porsche 911 Turbo versus my car. It's a car that's getting me from point A to point B. Can I get from point A to point B more efficiently with 911 Turbo? Yeah. With more flair? Yeah. Okay. But it's going to get me from A to B, no problem.
This comparison won't be price-wise, just utility-wise, right? So you can go buy a Honda, what is it? A Honda, the minivan, right? Because you just want to carry shit. That's your purpose.
Yeah.
Right? Carry stuff.
Yeah.
Fit as much as fuck. Buy a truck. Why not even say a minivan? Buy a truck, right? And then you have someone that wants just pure speed. Right? You go buy a Porsche. You go buy a Ferrari. You go buy whatever. Then you want someone that wants speed, but then I also want to carry shit. Go buy a Tesla Model X. You go buy one of these other fast SUVs that are out there right now. There's a difference between all three. And like I said, the price isn't, the point here.
No, the
My thing is you have to make something for everyone. A lot of guys, most people that are really good at video, they don't even fucking do photography. They don't give a fuck. And the guys that are really, really good at photography, they don't give a fuck about video.
They do.
And then
they do a little bit.
They all know about it.
Yeah.
They all understand it, but that's not their use point.
I hate
They
the
don't
process.
they don't want to do it. That's not what they want to do with it, right? Or that's not what their niche is, whether it be professionally or as a hobbyist.
Well, sounds to me like you guys need to pick your niche then.
We do, technically.
In our scenario, it's like for my scenario, I can't do that. Miguel's different. He's got other people around him that can go out and do things with him, and they need badass pictures and they need badass video. Okay, send Miguel and Hondra out there so they can get best of both worlds. In my use case,
that's another situation of you got to pay more to get both. Best
you
of both
also
worlds.
have to pay more for that. But I'm just saying, like, the option is there, right? Miguel's a photo whiz. We all know that in the office, and everyone asks him for photo stuff. Now, on the other hand, like someone like me,
Well, if you're
I gotta
a
go do
photographist,
both.
why do you have a video camera?
because he also
I
has to
get-
do it.
because I get actually paid to take video more than I do to take pictures.
Video's a longer
So I have
process.
to think about what's gonna make me money.
No, that makes sense. That actually makes sense. What he just said made fucking complete sense. Because in
Let me
your
me
case-
put another factor
Uh-huh.
in there, right? If I was not sharing this camera, I would not even think about
who are you
buying
sharing the camera with?
with Emily.
Oh,
Because she shoots. She has a shoot tomorrow. I gotta go take her the camera. If I was not sharing this camera with somebody that is also shooting on a constant basis, I would not even think about a hybrid camera. Because in my use case, I will not be more efficient with another photo camera. This does perfectly fine when it comes
that's what
to
I was
photos.
asking. Yeah.
Right? My issue is when they send Emily on a shoot, they don't ever really care. They don't really ever care to send her with an FX3 or an A7S. They'll take the video from the A7 III. In my case, I have to take another video camera a lot of times, right? So I can't just go out and buy a video camera because then there's a day where I need both, and then then Emily's be like, "Oh, I need
Dog,
one."
I got at home a Sony video camera that takes them cassettes.
Mm-hmm.
You go like this. Yeah, I can get you that video camera with the cassettes. You can go out there and shoot all day long.
Yeah, I'll probably lose that client.
No, you wouldn't.
This is when it comes back to that's for hobbyists. See, that's a good camera for
Someone's
hobbyists.
paying for this, bro.
Yeah, I also paid $300 for it.
Yeah.
Not 3,000.
Yeah.
I don't think it was even 300. I
Technology's
think it
come
was
a long
less.
way. That shit's not stable at all.
No, I get it. I
That's
get
just
that.
probably
I get that. I'm
stupid,
just trying to
motherfucker.
understand what the purpose
pixels
of it
in the
is.
screen probably move while you're trying to take video.
To me, it sounds like out of this whole thing, what you said is just gonna make your life easier. It's not necessarily gonna make it better. It's just gonna make your life easier. That's it.
I mean, I could have never bought a camera in the first place and had them figure it out when they need to send me on shoots, but that's not really effective. Causes a fucking mayhem in my life when I gotta start going around the whole fucking office. Hey,
That's what I'm saying. It just saves
are
you
you-
time.
Are you shooting tomorrow? Can I use your stuff, please? I gotta go do this tomorrow. I'm not doing that.
Very nice.
That shit is annoying.
Okay.
Especially
Also, you're at
spring.
risk of breaking other people's shit, which I hate. I fucking hate
No,
using
I get
people's
it.
shit.
It's risky business.
It is risky business. We're on fucking boats all day.
All I'm saying is, bruh, if you're gonna spend $3,000, it's better be a good purchase. It's gonna last you for fucking 10 years. If you're gonna buy
Yeah,
3,000,
There's no
then-
reason it wouldn't.
and then you're gonna buy another camera that's what's happening with this one, then
Well, the thing was with this camera, it was like minimum that you need. That was essentially it at the time.
yeah. At the time, you could have maybe gone up and bought the higher level.
Yeah, I regret not doing that. I
Mhm.
regret not
So are
buying
you gonna
it.
regret not buying with this one?
I am getting the higher level.
No, if you do get the higher level, are you gonna
No,
regret?
well, when I bought the A7 III, I regretted not buying an A7 IV, which was
Mhm.
just higher level of the same camera, higher level hybrid camera. Now I don't have an option. I don't have the option to go any higher than an A7 V. That is.
Well, you
the
can just go
newest.
buy A7 IV. You don't need the 3. And you're getting a still hybrid camera, and it's gonna do better.
Well,
video.
A7 IV doesn't have a lot of those things I just mentioned that are.
No,
big
that's fine. But is it
attributes.
gonna do what you need it to do?
Like I just said, if I got an A7 IV, I would still need to bring a fucking like a A7S or something
If
on
you
a
were
lot of
to
shoots.
get the previous version, he would have the same. He'd be in the same conundrum he's in right now.
Okay, then that makes no sense.
This one actually
get
has-
the camera and miss out on the features that he really wants.
Exactly. This one actually has the features that satisfy not having to take one of those video cameras.
Yeah, well, then in that case, then I guess, yeah, then in that case, that makes sense. Not that makes sense.
Because it covers me. Like I don't need anything else. One
Yeah,
camera
that
fucking
makes
does it
sense. But then at the same time, you're dropping $3,000 fucking dollars on a damn camera, and you don't
hurts,
even
but it's
know.
part of the game.
all. It is, yeah.
Yeah, you don't even know like what's the use case on this one.
I
Gonna
do.
be,
I
like,
do definitely know the use case on this
No,
one.
how long? How long? I mean,
I mean, a lot of the guys in the office have had cameras 6-7 years now.
Break. Some shits are starting to get crusty.
Yeah, they get crusty. They still fucking do the job. I mean, that happens. Usage happens. You know.
The screens on one of them fell out already.
Yeah, that was just one screw though. They got that replaced pretty quickly.
Still fell out.
yeah.
Well, that's also
Still a
getting
bitch
that camera.
have to get
That
fixed.
camera was being passed around like a fucking a whore.
$3 one.
Yeah,
Like that?
$3 one, bro. Fuck that, not $3. One of the free ones that one like the host for the party. He just paid her out and she gets to fuck everyone. It's one of those. Cause they don't pay to use it. They just grab it.
It was the community camera.
Yeah, it is a community camera. It is. It quite literally is the community camera.
And it's fucked up too.
It's
you gotta
fucked.
clean the sensor. Shit's disgusting.
Why don't your boss get it and then you can just take it and use it?
He's been saying that for about a year.
Yeah,
he's
they
got
asked
so
me-
many expenses in his mind right now.
They asked me the other day, like, "Oh, Eddie, if we were to get like a couple cameras for the office, just to have a bunch of cameras, which ones should we get? This and that." Gave them the whole spiel. They ain't do nothing about it. I mean,
You shouldn't have given him the spiel. You should have given him this camera and this camera. Done.
Well, they asked why. I mean, it's not
Yeah,
like
they're gonna ask why. They're not just gonna believe you because you.
Yeah.
Why? Because it does much better video. This way I don't need to lug everything around. I just take that camera and go. Done.
But
And come
because
back.
because these guys have experience in the industry, they want to know those little features. What makes it better?
yeah, what makes it
What
worth
makes
it?
it worth it?
Well,
not
that doesn't
just-
explain to somebody like you. I don't need to take another camera because it takes video just as good or if not
No,
better.
no. What it was is the question was what cameras should we get for the office that will satisfy like the hybrid needs? And I explained to them at the time it was the A7 IV. I did tell them wait for the A7 V because that might be a better option, which it definitely is.
And that's
But
why
it
they
was
didn't
just
do anything
it was
about
just
They're
explaining
waiting.
the models. No, they just didn't fucking remember. They just remembered it, asked about it once, and moved on. I mean, maybe they're still thinking about it. I don't fucking know. I'm not in their head.
I mean, if they're asking about it, that means there's something there.
Yeah,
Like,
but
They've
they're
been
always
thinking
asking
it
about
for a
shit.
while.
yeah, so that means they're just gonna drop the money
They're-
for it eventually.
Eventually, once we get to the new office, maybe. But until we get to that new office, I don't foresee any major
Purchases?
investments.
Yeah. I don't know.
We're
I don't
about
put,
an hour, guys. If you guys
I don't
wanna-
put that past them. Yeah, we can end it for now. That we just talk a whole hour about arc
40
raiders,
minutes, yes.
and cameras.
Yeah, cameras
Yeah.
for about 35.
Yeah.
minutes.
Well, there's
Yeah,
this Saturday.
Miggy, we need to touch grass.
pull up
I
this
think.
Saturday's card on UFC.
Is there a card this Saturday?
No, it's not a card. I think it's a fight night.
F1 finale is this weekend.
Is
I'm excited
is
about.
Verstappen have a chance?
Yeah,
Still does, huh?
yeah, still has a chance, and it's actually a bigger chance than I expected it to be. If he gets first place, Lando if he doesn't get second or third behind him,
That's
Max
the
will win.
UFC. That's the UFC 323. Do the fight night.
I don't think there's a fight night.
I thought there was a fight night. No.
Just look up UFC. Just put UFC into it, and it should give you everything. Yeah. So we just. That is this weekend.
December 6th.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's this weekend.
So there you go. So we got Marab and Piotr Yan.
Mm-hmm.
So it's good striking versus good wrestling. Right?
Alexandre Pantoja versus Joshua Van. We talked about this
We
the other
did
day
talk about
with
this a little bit, yeah.
with Yuri. It looks like a good fight. It looks like a good card. I want to watch it for sure.
Yeah, I'll be in Colombia watching. Oh, by the way, guys, no
Pod Thursday.
Thursday.
Okay. No problem. Yep. All right, guys. We talked about this already, so we're gonna get you guys next week. We'll be back. Yeah. Appreciate you for joining us. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.